Hey, how do you feel about launch control? You want to go? No, you're not going to like it. I know you think you will, but you won't. What is up, gang? Dane here, and after discussing with Nala, we decided that this probably wasn't the best video for her to go on. So, just me and you guys today. So, let's go. So, as I'm sure you guys can all tell by the title of this video, we're going to be kind of going through the different track apps and pretty much everything that this whole center screen can do for you. We're going to go through the different track apps on how launch control works and all other things like that. And then I'm going to probably give you guys a little feedback on some of the things that I think are really good, and then some of the things I think are useless. Before you guys get your panties in a bunch and go, but Dane, the track apps are the coolest part of the Mustang. A Mustang without track apps is nothing. Every car needs to have track apps. Wait. Just wait. I have something to say. This is my opinion. Okay? You don't have to listen to my opinion. Alright? All you guys are going to use your car for different reasons. You know, where you live is going to have a big effect on where you can use different apps and stuff like that. And, you know, if you live in an urban area like me, you don't have as much freedom and open road, you know, to do things, versus if you kind of live out in the country. So, you know, this is purely based on what I think, based on what I live and the applications that I use the car for. So your answers are going to be different than mine, and you're going to use your car for different things than me. So don't get mad at me. So, all right, let's get to it. You know, first off, you got your gauge mode, and that's just cool. You know, that's just, you know, all the story of the car. You know, your air fuel ratio, cylinder head temp, air inlet temp, oil pressure, oil temp, voltage, vacuum, distance to empty, tire pressure, which actually doesn't work on my car because I was a dummy and I forgot that I needed sensors on this car and didn't put them on, but I will get that fixed eventually. But you know, I don't use the gauge stuff a whole lot, but it's just, you know, it's good to have it. I like that it's got it. It's all good information just in case you ever need to go look at it. Trip fuel, that one's pretty self-explanatory. You know, I like that it's broken up into 4 quadrants, so you can kind of see everything going on at one time. You know, it gives you your instant fuel economy and your average miles per gallon, also your fuel history. Again, don't use much of that. I normally just leave it on trip 1 and let it go. Next, you've got your driver assist, which you just have 2. You have the auto engine off, which is actually super creepy when you're sitting at the airport waiting for your fiance to get off her plane and your car just shuts off on you. That was weird the first time. Second, you have your hill start assist, which hill start is the best thing since sliced bread. And I know, you know, if you know how to drive a manual car, you can normally start on the hill. It's just nice to not have to worry about it. You've got your settings, your vehicle settings, blah, 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 oil, lights, logs, my key, and display setting. I don't ever touch any of that stuff. So, yep. Then we get into the fun stuff. Then we get into the track apps. So start off with the accelerometer. This one's probably one of my favorite things, just because it tells you you got your lateral G's, your braking acceleration G's. You know, that being said, it's probably not something you want to have open because, quoting Top Gear here, if you're going fast enough to be, you know, generating any kind of measurable G-forces, you probably don't want to be looking at a little screen in the middle of the gauges. But very cool to have because, you know, when you ever hit a max G, left, right, whatever, it records it on there so you can always see what your car was capable of doing, so that's actually pretty cool. Next, you got your acceleration timers. You've got all kinds of options here. You've got 0 to 30, 60, 100, eighth, quarter, and pretty simple. So we'll start off with 0 to 60, so you just click on it. You've got 2 choices. You have an automatic start, so basically you just hit OK, push the clutch in, go, or you got a countdown start. So click the countdown start, hit OK, you got your little tree pull up, hit OK, boom, boom, go. Just go ahead and cancel that because we're not moving right now. Then you have braking performance. Again, that's kind of cool. I don't have a whole lot of space to do it. But, you know, 60 to 0, 100 to 0, you know, that's, you know, a lot of these things are kind of cool. You know, as you do upgrades to your car, you can start to see how it gets better. You know, your accelerator, your 0 to 60s get better, your 60 to 0s get better. You start, you know, you do some better pads and some better rotors. So those things are kind of cool. Next, you got line lock, which we're not going to play with right now. because I'm a sissy and it kind of scares me a little bit. But Sunday, we are going to be at Import Face Off at Royal Purple in Houston. So I will use it then and show you guys what it's like on a track. You've got launch control. Again, not one of those things that I use very often, but it's very cool to have it, especially if you are a newer driver to a manual car, or even drag racing. I'm probably going to try this out, taking this to the strip, because I do a lot of autocross stuff, but I don't do a lot of drag racing. So I don't have a whole lot of experience on hard launching a car, so it's going to be new to me. So, but very cool. The launch control, just click it on. Launch control pops up in the bottom right hand corner. Then the cool part is you click your RPMs and you can adjust where you want your car to launch from. So I normally just leave it at about 3,000, and maybe I'll turn it up on Sunday and see what happens. We'll see. Then you just clear your results, and that is about it. Alright, so let's do a little 60 run, because I don't think I've ever done a 60 run on this thing yet. So I've got launch control on, accelerate to start. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so here we go. 0 to 60. Automatic start. Hit OK. 2,000 RPMs. There was not bad. That was 5 seconds flat. And I still think this car has a little bit more to give. I probably should have turned the AC off. I think I could have been a little bit faster. And then and I have some fresh tires going on the back as soon as I'm done filming this video. So by Sunday, when we actually get to the track, I should have some fresh meat on the back, and probably drop it down a little bit lower, and we'll see what we can run in the quarter. So success. So, me being the kind of guy that is fully prepared to admit when I'm wrong, I'll be honest, I started making this video and my whole plan was to show you guys how they work, do a launch or two, and then come back and tell you guys that they suck because you're never going to use them. Well, I do think it's true, you're hardly ever going to use them. I think they're really cool to have. I think I was just in my sour pants and saying, oh, I'm never going to use it because I don't get to go to a track very often. I just get to drive to work. But that's not what they're there. When you click on the track apps, it says for track use only. I'm not saying that's only ever going to get used on a track, but that's what they're for. And for that application, I think they're really freaking cool to have. So, back to my question, are the track apps completely useless? No, they're not. Now, if you're never going to use them, obviously you have no point in them. Yes, they're completely useless. But if you ever plan on doing any type of performance thing with your car and you want just a quick, easy way to measure it, now obviously you go to a drag strip, that's going to give you a better quarter-mile time than this will. Just because they have systems built for that. But, like I said, if you want just a quick, easy, hey, I wonder what my car can do for this, you've got it all right in front of you. So that's pretty freaking cool. So I guess now that I have completely double backed on what I was originally going to say in this video, I think I'm done. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye.